welcome back to the careful and discerning viewer as we continue where we left off last time with, well, not heroes, but a party of high-level characters attempting to take down the one and only underground temple of Bahamut. We're joined with some special guests. We got Castle Mac Lydia.
The most special. The most special.
The most special.
I would clap, but I can't move my arm.
And of Legion fame.
I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah.
Fame?
Infamy.
Infamy.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys, flipped me the right way up for this one. Yeah.
Just, I don't want anybody to be, deluded here or let down. I mean, this is a fucking celebrity. Where last we left off, well, the three of you died. And you were...
We were life challenged.
You were resurrected. So the three of you wake up as the clerics employed for Caecilius are slowly walking in their robes out, quietly not saying a thing. Caecilius has the head of the monk you faced on the table, and he's looking to the three of you. I am disappointed.
He probably wasn't much of an issue after we pretty much decimated him. I assume some of your lackeys probably killed him, right?
No, I took his head myself, coming looking for the three of you. If we were not on the precipice of great things, somebody would pay for this. He was a formidable opponent. I know that. That's why I sent you. But he was one. It's nothing to the opposition that we face. They fight as a unit. We need a little bit more cohesion between the three of you. And due to this last setback, I've called in some of our father commanders. And the two of you may walk in.
I'm a father commander.
Father.
Father of field.
He was using his own code.
Just the old father commander.
Hello. That was.
I like how you were just going along with it, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Things have gone bad. You call him Papa.
I remember why I don't wear glasses on stream now. I just have to take them off. Okay.
All right. Do you guys, quick bit, what do you guys look like for the viewers to get an idea?
Pretty much exactly the same, except I have a very thin pencil moustache.
Okay.
Like what you look.
Yeah.
And what about Mal?
I've got gray skin and black hair, and Isabel drew my picture earlier, so I have red eyes, and also I'm wearing a dress that says "Kill them."
I'm wearing loose flowing robes that look like I'm fitted for the desert.
All right. The three of you recognize Mal, the warlock, and
Camus, the archaeologist.
The archaeologist. As they come in fresh, unlike the three of you, though all of your magics and energies have also been restored with your hit points. All right. No problem. Yeah. All right. So listen up. We've put the sarcophagi into the main temple. The ritual will be completed shortly. We're going to trap the aspect of Bahamut here. Siphon his magics to power this underground city. To move our forces everywhere. This is open warfare. This is the last piece that we need. There'll be one last guardian. Take care of that, and then I'll join you for the final fight. Any questions?
So we have heard of these two?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think...
It's not like, from our perspective, they're like second, the B team coming in.
No.
They're on par with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Make sure.
Except for our fathers.
It's like the other team of the business, right? We're in marketing. You're
It's another department.
yeah, exactly.
That is the way you could think about it. I think both of you have been launching campaigns in various parts of Faerun. In fact, some of it potentially, I think for you, I think you were approached in taking some power from the Fae, and you're kind of a representative here, along with some promises of power and dominion.
Do I go anywhere?
You are the richest you have ever been.
This is why I'm on board.
The amount of strongholds that you have sacked and destroyed,
Definitely the main thing you notice when I walked in is I'm trying to suppress at all times like a happy smile. Like I'm trying to...
Like a shit-eating grin?
Yeah, because the last few months have been really good to me.
So, Caecilius is like, opens a box, and you know what you've helped craft in there. A mask, in fact. Except crafted all out of amber. And he kind of holds it up. The torchlight is coming through it. And this will work.
Of course.
It's like,
I researched every facet of the ritual.
It's like, all right. Deal with the Guardian, and I'll join you for the main event and my revenge. With a flourish of his cape, he storms off, barking orders at a few people. You know exactly where you need to go. It's essentially kind of at the very base of this city.
I hope you're capable.
Well, we haven't died recently.
You don't know of what you speak.
You killed 2 dragons recently.
Good for you.
We'll keep you safe. Don't worry.
Don't think we've actually met. Camus.
Blackfist.
Right.
Ralaric.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Zelok.
Right.
You would see a retinue of undead creatures around him.
Right. I haven't met anyone that's actually got a normal name on these things, but all right.
What about you?
I'm Mal.
All right, I stand corrected.
We know each other.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay, you're all dead.
Cool. I'm just gonna go to bed then.
We probably keep posturing to each other for another couple of minutes, I assume, right? Like,
You all get ready and...
Stand really tall.
yeah, just...
Mal doesn't care.
Yeah, you shadow box at the wall a couple times with lightning fast reflexes.
Kill them, fly on their heads.
Mal looks bored. Camus is trying to stifle a smile in which you see gold teeth.
he's trying not to, like, count out some gold, too, like...
Just, you can do it by touch. You're like, yep, still 503. All right. Well, then you descend winding stairs. And as a refresher, this place looks both old and ancient and almost like it's technology far beyond what is currently being used. There's a lot of metal. Most of it is...
Sorry,
God damn it.
Sorry. What?
Platinum, mithril, brass, silver. I mean, it's almost completely made of metal, forged. None of it comes off to prying hands as you go down.
You have your dagger like.
I think after I try that, I'm just, like in a way where you're running your hand along a wall, like almost soothingly, like as we're walking down the steps. Just, soon.
That's nice.
It takes you quite a while, and throughout each one of these kind of descending rooms that you continue to come in together to go to the stairs on the other side, I mean, they're just littered with bodies. And you still see most of the orc and goblin armies and some of the undead armies, I mean, just pillaging or dragging bodies and burning.
I would have raised enough to have my full retinue after the losses.
So they march out ahead of you.
I think in like a rigid, two wide line ahead of us down the stairs.
You enter a large circular chamber. Within here, you already see that basically crews have already been in here setting up. You see 5 of the amber sarcophagi set up. It also looks like there's looks like cords hooked to them, like metal wrapped around them that all lead to a large kind of raised platform, circular platform. You also see what look like almost like manacles that look like they'd be human-sized for feet and for arms.
What did you call them?
Like manacles, like giant
cuffs.
Giant cuffs.
Giant handcuffs. Shackles.
Shackles.
If you will.
Shackles. Got it.
Shackles. You know that. You see that the crews, as soon as they see you, start leaving.
Was this the room that we fought the... Okay.
Different.
Okay.
It looks like they've been... I mean, you imagine you know that they had to clear it out and that immediately they got to work setting up this ritual. In the center of the pedestal is clearly a small opening made for a crystal that you have. It should essentially prime the room to kind of weaken the field.
All right. Are we ready?
I want to cast a spell or two.
Gotcha.
On myself.
You have absolute time.
Okay. I'm going to do a false life.
I run my hands over and cast Mage Armor on myself.
I do the same thing.
Just...
Yeah.
All of you are... There's a slight glimmer for a moment as it will...
My glimmer is silver.
What's the light like in here?
Dim?
Okay, then I will invisibilitize.
You slip into the shadows. You guys can place yourselves in the center of this room if you like.
In the center of this really beautiful pentagram.
Are we lying today? Is that what we're doing?
I was fucking fine until Jeff had to.
As all of you have readied yourselves, you slide in this kind of crystal shard, turn it, and you start to hear a hum all around you. And you can see that the walls themselves almost look like they're fabric, blowing in the breeze. Translucent. For a moment, you start to see clouds and sunlight behind them like they're muted. And then there's blue energy all around. A tentacle comes up, and then another and another, slapping the ground. And then what crawls out from it has a large mouth with tentacles and arms, almost moves like a gorilla, just... I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative.
It's not an octogorilla, is it?
An octorilla? That's what
Octorilla, it's like...
Trust that those will show up again here soon.
Oh my god.
Hey, Jeff, Bad Roll Town.
Yeah, but you could turn it.
Yeah, it's true.
I kind of want it.
Look. Okay. All right. Take that off. let's see. Where are we at Camus?
10.
10. Okay.
Yep.
Blackfish.
Not bad. To know 3, though.
Yikes.
I think in my mind I'm like, oh man, I'm slow, and then I see you like,
I'm stretching. I haven't done my prep.
Okay. Rollerick.
16.
16. Okay. Mal.
Also a 10.
Also a 10. Which of you would like to go first?
You can go first. You're the
+5.
further guest of
And
thank you.
Zelok.
The father.
11. Okay. Well,
Terrible. Yeah, I was gonna say this game.
Shut up, Andrew.
my invisible monk, it is your go. The situation is exactly as it seems. And you do see that the ground here in some ways almost looks like water. Like it looks like this energy could just pop back up at any moment. It's thin, but the ground's still solid to you.
Okay. Does the not Octorilla look like something that could be stunned?
No, absolutely not.
But the tentacles are.
I'll tell you what though, the tentacles themselves, it looks like you could stun a tentacle.
Okay. I will attack the tentacle. I guess from invisibility, so advantage. Am I
Yes,
right about
absolutely.
a 20 something? 8?
A 28? Yeah, you got it.
Of course. Or 6.
Nice job.
Thank you.
You're so good at this game.
I'm really
Yep.
good at this game.
Oh, well, Easy himself
Oh, what's up, Easy?
is rooting for the bad guys. So you guys have... Luke, if you don't know, you can essentially decide to add this to your roll beforehand to roll with advantage.
Oh, nice.
Or you can make me choose to also roll, but at disadvantage. But you got to choose beforehand.
It's a divine pre-roll.
Oh, and you know what? I'm going to give everybody player-given inspiration, so if y'all aren't as selfish as your characters...
I
Wow.
already got an inspiration. I just want to remind everyone.
You gave
Yes,
yourself
I did,
one.
because you drew that pentagram. I made that
He
agreement.
gave me one.
I'm also going to start everybody with inspiration, which you can use as a re-roll.
Okay.
They didn't draw shit though.
Oh, chance that they're more in honor of Luke.
Don't let it go to his head, Easy.
I will spend
I'm a genuine Legion celebrity.
Oh god.
I have a feeling you're going to lose your Legion stuff again before you leave.
Okay,
gonna steal it.
is it a con save?
Yeah.
What am I trying to be?
17.
That's good. That's a good sign.
I'm gonna
Tentacles have
lower it a little bit because it's a tentacle. Oh, yeah.
Noted.
I mean, you strike, and for a moment, you almost don't even know if you did any damage, as your just regular fist just hits. I mean, it's the size of a tree trunk. But you did do some damage, right?
Yeah, I did a nice 6 damage. The lowest I could.
Okay, yeah.
And I will continue attacking them.
Let me grab a parcel. I'm back.
What you got there?
I had to zoom in on my character sheet and print
Is
it.
that like font size 40?
Can I get a peek at that?
I had
Oh my god,
On
yeah.
my computer, I zoomed in on
not
that
bad.
page and then printed it
alright.
out. It's so small.
It is small.
No.
It's like the big font books you can get in the library.
Third attack, please.
The oversight.
28
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
for 10.
For 10 damage. Alright, you deftly run quickly up to a tentacle. Try to stun. For a second, your own hand is shaking from just the thickness of the hide, but you kind of continue. You can feel it softening. I mean, it's still flesh.
Good. Great.
Zelak.
All right. First, Zelok will run this way. And as a bonus action, attack! Send all his skelly boys.
You don't want to send them up to the mouth?
Nah, not yet. I'm gonna take out the one tentacle at a time. think I probably can't really
got
get
that
too
right.
tactical with them. So I'll do that.
Look where I'm
Got
facing. I'm
5
facing
attacks
Meta.
on that thing.
5 attacks.
Okay, so the lowest I got was a 16.
Okay, that does not hit.
Okay. The next lowest I got was an 18.
That hits.
Okay. So I got 4 hits on him with my Skellingtons. My Jack Skellingtons.
No one can.
You don't have enough room.
Actually, would you mind
That'll be
using-
14 points of damage from
Okay.
them. And then I am going to then raise a gnarled finger and try to cast a spell at that thing, which I need to roll a ranged hit. And I am going to... I'll just re-roll if I miss. I think I got it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I hit it with Ray of Enfeeblement. There is no save. It will roll half damage on strength-based attacks.
Okay. Well,
For 1 round, right?
No. Up to 1 minute.
Oh, up to 1 minute. Does he got like a save or anything? At the end of the round? Thought it did.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. At the end of the target's turns, it can make a con save.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I missed that. Oh, well.
Yeah,
if that's
I have
the
that
case,
too.
I will let that serve the entirety of it, as the ray seems.
Oh,
to,
you mean all the tentacles?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Sweet. All right.
since it's going to get
Then,
a
yeah,
con
he
save.
would have shot back and shot that thing.
All right, for a moment they kind of almost look like they're stunned, and then seem to just be heavier.
Sweet. That is all I got.
Okay. All right. Next we have Camus.
So I'm like rolling one of the coins in my hand. Just it's like a nervous tick almost. I put it back in my pocket, draw my rapier, and I turn to my erstwhile ally. I'm like, look over my shoulder at this giant thing. I'm like, yeah, you got this, right? And I rush forward at the tentacle in front of me.
You looking at me?
Yeah.
20 is 30.
All right. Well,
Go for it,
you
big
stop.
fella.
yeah, just like, yeah, you got it. And then I'm just gonna, I can't really get into range. I could use spells to close the distance, but I don't think he's that kind of dude. He's just gonna fling a firebolt.
You're a coward.
Yeah.
As you run past.
Actually, you know what? As I'm charging forward, seeing that the skeletal mob is attacking that, I think I'm just gonna fling a firebolt in that direction to try and work on that tentacle.
Okay.
That's a 23.
You got it.
Yep. Oh no, 22. All right, and it's 3d10. Can I grab some d10s?
I already had some prepared because I didn't want to have to reach over Andrew all night.
That is 17, 25.
That's a good fire.
Good FB.
Yeah. All right, then that's me. That's my turn.
All right. So you're running
Yep.
and over your skeleton's heads, you see fire kind of start to engulf. Oh, actually.
And actually, if I'd done it like that, I wouldn't have drawn my sword.
Okay. Yep. You got it. All right, Mal.
Does Mal know anything about this beast we're fighting? Like, do I know if I have to, get all the tentacles first, or?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like an Arcana roll or something.
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead and make an Arcana roll.
She read the law.
I rolled a 10.
Can I roll?
We'll do it on your turn.
Okay.
Yes. You think you're like, I mean, it's all connected to the same creature. I mean, it's just an assumption. You're like,
Yeah, that's fine. Mal is going to hex the little
Little goatee.
little beardy. I've been wanting to touch it. Okay, I did. So he's hexed, and I will.
What attribute?
What attribute?
I'm just getting ready to say that.
Tell us now.
Con, right? Or
It's
strength.
not saves though. It's
Oh,
not
right.
It's just
Checks.
checks. Yeah.
Strength is actually a good one.
Strength.
Strength is a good one.
Yeah. Trust
Okay.
me.
If tentacles do what tentacles do.
What do tentacles do?
They do.
They're like rabby.
Thank you.
Around the
for-
butt.
around the butt.
Not
Around the rhomboid shape.
Shaped butt.
that hurt.
I'm sorry, I just remember what we were talking about. So at level 15, I have 3 bolts for. Okay. I'll roll them. So that's a 2. That's a 2.
Roll better, please.
Fucking Christ. That's a 5.
Well, what do you
that might have it.
I'm at +10 to hit, so the last one was a 15. Yeah, thanks. Okay. We're good. Now, Dinner's turn.
So you see these giant, almost squid-like eyes, and they flash for a moment as you hex, and you're just almost not making purchase. Like they're just kind of ricocheting off as it's continuing.
He's mad I touched his beard.
Move. He is mad.
I think I'm still looking like over my shoulder as this is happening. I'm like to myself, like, yeah, good call.
Okay. All right. So half damage on all attacks. A con save at the end of its turn.
Yep.
Okay.
All strength-based attacks, which I presume.
Don't worry, dude. They are. You chose right. Okay.
Correctly.
Well, some of these
move.
No, that's definitely not where that one goes. He actually leaves this already.
Where do you want this one?
That one will also come to the edge, right there. But only 2 can move, ever. So, let me to you, Camus, this one.
Camu.
Okay, that is a... Sorry, give me 1 second here. That is a 23. Does that get you?
I'm gonna go ahead and I am mage armor.
Mage armor's
So ignore this number. So when I mage armor, it's 13 plus my dex, which is 5, plus my shield. So that takes me to 20. So I'm going to cast the spell shield as a reaction.
Okay.
Take me to 25 for the rest of till my next turn.
You, as you're going down, just put up a shield barrier and it kind of flops over you and envelops the shield for a moment, but you're able to hold it.
I definitely think I dropped to like 1 knee just from the weight of this tentacle, right? Like even though like it's not crushing me, it's like, oh god, yeah, this would be bad.
Ralph,
do you have pencil?
Here's one on you.
I don't actually.
There is literally nothing you can do to stop that.
Agreed.
Okay.
There you go.
So, you take
I hate you.
17 points of damage, and you are grappled.
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, you want to be grappled.
It's like a hug.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as we win,
have
I mean,
the
less people means more share.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right?
No, I did not have the damage. So, what is that? So you take 8.
No, you don't. And I'm no longer grappled. Thank you. Let's move on.
You can attempt an escape on your turn. Okay, so that was 2 attacks, right?
Yep.
That's right.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for this one. On you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I gotcha. Oof.
You take 11 points of damage.
Okay.
That is halved, and you are also grappled.
Good.
As they and just pick the 2 of you up, and you're hanging good 20 feet in the air.
I can't help but notice that the A team is the team really in strife right now, and I think like, yeah, this is why they called for the father of field generals.
That's why they bring me in.
Yeah.
The undead team is doing fine.
Oh no, and I nod approvingly.
And this is it's the enfeeblement is gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Black Fist.
So can I roll Arcana?
Yes.
12.
I mean, you think essentially the same thing. You're like, these all lead back to the same creature somewhere.
So whether I damage them or it's all the same?
It's all the same. You do think you might be able to shut down some of the tentacles, though.
Okay. So...
Like, if a tentacle's stunned...
Right.
Or you could potentially destroy a tentacle.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to cast Firestorm.
Okay.
So I can target up to 10-foot squares within 150 feet of me.
Man.
I think that's pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm going to target him Target that. I'm going to target that. I'll put it as far back so I don't hit his main skeleton.
He's a 10 by 10.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Oh no, they're 5 by 5.
Are they?
So if you do that, you will destroy all my skeletons.
Well, if I put it all the way back, well, it's a 10-foot cube, I think. So it's 10 feet. I mean,
Oh wait, no, he is 10 by 10.
So it's just
he is 10 by 10.
So it's just going to hit him.
I can't
That
math.
one. I'm going to put it on you, hoping your saves are good enough. I'm not going to put it on myself. So I'm going to target everything except the one on me.
Target everyone except the one on
So
you.
it's dex saves,
If
19.
it's 10 by 10, why does it have to hit me?
Because you're in its space.
Because you grappled.
Oh, right.
And I'm in mine too, but I'm not going to damage myself.
Okay,
Silly.
so let's see.
Good cohesion.
What am I trying to beat on dex save?
19?
19. Woo, doubtful. So that was on him? No.
So do you roll individually for them? Or you roll them as a group for the save?
I'll roll it as a group for ease. It didn't make it. So
Oh,
I
it
won't
did?
even make
Oh,
you choose
okay.
it. It didn't even make it. So they all failed.
Okay.
Yeah, you are rolling as well.
Question.
No,
so can
no,
it
no
take
penalty.
different points of
If you make
damage?
it, you're not going to take any damage.
Or because normally a spell can't target the same creature
Is
twice.
it bad?
That's got enough
10.
hit points on
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah.
Tight. All right.
Yeah,
Assuming I fail.
I feel you.
It says
But
on
I'm
No,
not saying
hey,
just-
I'm asking
I guess
for
I know
myself too.
before.
Yeah.
I have to re-roll.
Yeah.
What is it, a dex save?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I got 19 anyway.
You did?
Yeah.
So you're good? Okay. So you take no damage,
Twice.
right? Because you have evasion. So I need to roll one more after this. So that's a pretty good roll. Yeah, you can roll if you want.
Oh, I was going to say, do you want to roll the dice?
That's fine.
All right. There you go.
So you want to roll the dice? Yes. 51.
Nelly.
That's not bad. You've done
I roll
good.
pretty high.
That's pretty tasty.
Yeah, on
right.
70, 10.
I know.
So-
Why? There's like 9s and 10s.
Black Fist is kind of being rolled around.
And basically, it's you see these like midnight black dragon heads come out, and it almost looks like they have like stars in them, so it looks kind of like the void.
Yeah, yeah.
And it just breathes black flame
They just-
down. There's no.
Tasty.
You know what? No, actually, we're gonna wait till you. Andrew, you can try to make a escape check right now. I mean, with all that flame going, I'll let you try to make it. So, acrobatics or
Athletics.
athletics, yeah.
That's still 13 if I don't re-roll.
Probably not good enough.
I'll re-roll it.
There you go.
Oh,
20.
I am now
Maybe.
untouchable.
We.
Immune to tentacles.
As
critically free.
as the flames start to lick up the tentacle, you react as it starts to loosen, and you pull away. You manage to get the tentacle in between you and the fire as you run and jump off.
Nice.
Effective, y'all. All right. Raloric, it's your turn.
I will.
Oh, yeah. Coconut Monkey, thank you.
Oh, what's up, Tony? Thank you, sir.
Yes, he says, here's to a disadvantage roll for Jeff.
You're just beloved, Jeff.
God damn it.
From Coconut Monkey with love.
Richmond represent.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack him. 23.
Oh, yeah, you got him. Oh my god.
Careful there.
I'm good.
I don't think I'm gonna bother trying to stun. That's 12 for the first one.
12 for the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do other things with your key points. That's the nice thing. You don't have to worry about stunning, so it kind of opens up some options for you.
Yeah.
Number one stunner.
Well, you go ahead and attack at least one more time. 16.
That doesn't do it, I'm afraid.
And then I will. I think I'm gonna bonus action teleport 60 feet.
Not
Shit,
a bad plan.
Well, I don't know.
They have a ridiculous reach. What's the reach? At least 20 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 feet.
So not 60 then.
Where you?
I'm just gonna attack him again. Oh, 28.
28.
Yep. Oh, not damage.
I got it.
Yeah.
I realized that after that fact.
Plus
Like, ain't no way you
11.
did 28 damage.
Pretty good.
You're like, yeah.
All right. Well, you start to fold into the shadows, but instead you strike again. Okay. Zalak.
Can I make an Arcana roll?
Yeah.
See if something jogs the memory. That would be a... Sorry, I'm not on my skills. Oh god, where is it? There it is. That is a 20.
Yeah, you know that all of this damage is essentially going back to the
Same
to the
source.
kraken.
huh?
You understand that it's some form of almost celestial kraken, like it's oddly enough kept here. But you also think that with enough damage, one of these will absolutely go. You can shut essentially down one of the options.
Gotcha.
And at the same time, don't take away from the pool of hit points and the whole.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do I know anything about damages that it might be weak to, immune to?
Yeah,
Like
actually,
that?
I'll tell you. There is, it is immune to lightning for sure.
Let me just put this lightning bolt back. Yeah, that's going back.
It also cannot be frightened, nor can it be paralyzed.
Yeah.
I mean, and then the essential non-magical attacks definitely won't work.
All right, having seen nobody use lightning, I don't think he'll say anything about that necessarily. You guys can choose whether your characters... I don't think he would have seen anyone planning to use it. So.
And you two, real quick, because I'm thinking about magical attacks, consider yourselves to have +1 weapon, spellcasting focuses, whatever. So just add another 1 to that. So they're magical.
Hi. So I'm a plus 11 to hit.
Yes.
I definitely assume it's something I've looted.
Oh, yeah, without
Right.
a doubt.
All right, so bonus action, keep attacking. I'm going to get these skellies getting in there.
They look like toothpaste.
They're ghosts.
I want to taste one.
They're the Colgate ghosts.
It would make my breath so
Cavity
fresh.
creeps.
All right, so I believe 19 gets it.
Oh,
Right?
yes, it
Gets a
does.
4 hit.
Oh, yes, it does.
And you say I take up all this.
I don't.
It's a tug of war for table
Your
set.
line, you're pushing into my space already. Oh god, I forgot what that was, but I think it was 14.
14?
It was 14
Okay.
damage again.
I believe you.
You just gotta be more like Jeff and I. We've got a really nice diplomatic
You
balance
guys got
here.
a nice good thing going.
Yeah,
but
it's
you got
really
all
the
that
rhombus.
space. You got all that space. It's the rhombus betwixt
Instead
you.
of forced groping, it's by choice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
On that note, I'm going to shoot a firebolt at that thing's face. That would be.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
hit. For 14 points of damage.
Okay.
Consistent.
Well,
Consistently 14.
all right. Well, they continue to just kind of hack, and you can see it kind of catch for a moment, but the skin, it can't quite find purchase, but you can see a big singe mark on its gargantuan face.
That's all I got, dude.
Okay. Camus.
So I imagine that, like, this whole time, like, I've sort of been pressing down, like, sort of as this tentacle crushes me, and so then as I feel it sort of reach up, as I, like, reach up for another attack, like, I break the shield, and then basically, it's almost like a magical, like, sleight of hand. I have one of the coins, and I sort of, like, obviously I'm just dropping it down my sleeve, right, but it's sort of like I'm going to throw it.
Yeah.
And then with my weapon bond, I summon my rapier, and then I come up swinging at this tentacle, like, as I close the distance. So can someone put me adjacent to it?
I like it. I like this flourish.
Flourish.
And I'm just going to try and hit this thing.
Okay.
Not like that, though.
All that setup.
You can reroll.
I'm going to expend it because that was too cool.
Throw it over here.
That's 19.
That hits.
All right, and then
Throw that bead.
throw that bead. Throw the bead. I'm just gonna.
Bead.
Yeah, let's do it. What am I? D8.
Lydia's not on board.
So that's for a solid
dude.
8 on the first attack. That'll hit.
That'll hit.
That's for I can math 12.
I can't. People need to come in.
And that'll hit. That's a 30. Woo. And another 12.
32 damage.
Nice.
I mean, that's
Nice.
You throw the coin, summon your sword, and just kind of continue going right up to the hilt and pulling out. And there's now just viscera and ichor.
Yeah, I like to imagine like each time I'm like sort of plunging forward, I'm sort of pivoting away because I know there's going to be ichor, and then just sort of twirling and stabbing again.
Nice.
Yes.
So fancy.
Perfect.
Now.
How come it says Lydia wife on the back of Edison?
Just to remind them.
I forgot. You did right there.
It's not Lydia. Wife. Why? Of course.
Tobias.
I
just fucking noticed.
I don't know why I did that. Why you forget?
Lydia.
Wife.
Oh, okay, not the other one.
What's your title again?
So I'm gonna do Eldritch Blasts at the big thing.
Okay.
Boy.
So first one, 15 got it.
Yeah.
14 got it. Ooh! Boy!
Roll them up.
Okay. So I just doubled that one. So I just
So you can roll 4d10 if you want.
Remember, you have Bane going. Hex going.
Yes, I do. I also have Maddening Hex.
Would her Eldritch Blast?
I don't think it'll work.
As a bonus action, I get to add an extra 5 necrotic, right?
To it or just the creatures adjacent to it?
Is that what it is?
Does Eldritch only stay at 1d10? I thought it gets higher as you level up. Really?
She gets
It
more
stays at
shots.
1d10, but she gets more shots.
Oh, that's right.
why she fired off 3 shots.
Yeah. I'm a silly boy. Don't worry about
But
it.
it's better because she can hack. Each one is hexed.
Okay.
That's
You're
right.
gonna have 4d10,
I remember. And because you can talk to
4d6.
multiple
I'll
creatures.
count.
Okay.
4d10, 4d6.
Well, 5d6. Because the one crit is going to double the Bane
5d6.
or the hex damage too.
Well, she got 3. She got 2
Oh,
regular
she's
hits
3
and a
hex.
crit.
You're right.
Yeah,
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 three shots. You're right.
So 4 and 4?
Yeah.
4 and 4.
Correct.
And do you add your charisma to each one?
Oh,
Charisma
Jeff
plus 5?
agonizing.
oh my god.
Of course you do. 15. Here, I got you. Sorry. 20.
The old human
30.
calculator.
35. 45.
Numbers he can do easy.
50,
Wives he can't remember.
56. 59 damage. 59 damage. That's awesome.
Wow.
Not beautiful.
Slapped your hand away. No, get out of here.
Get out of here.
That should be the new subtext. Lydia, wife, bad at math.
If your actual calculator, like, just rushed when you were in school, rushed out of your backpack, it's like, let me.
Bumble. Hey, you got a math problem? I got Get out of here.
So for Maddening Hex, as a bonus action, you can deal +5 psychic damage to a target cursed by your hex or other cursing warlike feature that you can see if it is within 30 feet. Also, to creatures of your choice within 5 feet of the cursed target.
Right. That's what I was thinking. So yeah, he will take another 5 for sure.
Nice.
Do it. Yeah, another
That's
5.
It just as a bonus.
61. 61 damage.
You
That's
added
correct.
you added her cha bonus to that, I said.
Yeah, my Cha's 5.
Yeah. Cha-cha's 5.
Cha-cha. Cha-cha.
Cha-cha,
Double
yeah.
cha.
Just sure, it was a cha-cha-cha.
Cha-cha to the left.
Yeah.
Not
Just get it away from me.
See what happens when you have special guests.
Whoa.
The rules just, they're gone.
I'm not the one who slapped another party member.
Well, he's an evil character.
Okay. Well,
You're starting to see the lack of cohesion.
all right. Well, from those tentacles that you hexed, you start to see electricity kind of catching in between them. Just. Oh, let's see.
Sure, it's.
Oh no.
I'm not directly in its path.
I need the two of you, Mal and Black Fist, to make a dex save,
that's
please.
my best.
Oh shit, I suck at that.
Wait, what's in this one?
Statistically, is it better to use my die that I critted on or one of the other shitties?
Still
I don't know if stats work like that.
No relationship.
Mother.
You want to use a
Was the big one?
Yeah, you better spin that one. Oh my god, you just rolled double ones. She just rolled double ones.
See, okay. All right, do it. I don't care about Mel. I spent all day at work making her.
You did what?
It's not that bad. I mean, it's a little bad. So let's see. That's you both take 23 lightning damage.
Okay.
Would I be in line? I feel.
Actually, I think it missed you, but one's coming at you now. So safe.
Come on, I want to know on this.
So this is. Don't
worry.
Is there?
Oh, really?
Is there a big old lightning bolt coming my way? Is
That's
that
right, my dude.
Okay, all right. Let me have a look. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm gonna welcome to the pain party. Dex.
Indomitable.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna use Indomitable. Thank you, my dude.
No longer dominable.
I'm gonna assume that a 12 was a failure.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How does a 15 do?
Nope. No.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
All right, because like I see it and I realize like I've been going toe to toe with this tentacle and I'm not going to be able to sashay my way out of the way. So I actually sort of spin my blade around and point it directly into the beam, and then with my reaction I'm casting Absorb Elements.
Oh yeah.
Good. Love it. All right, so you will take.
I'm gonna give this to Luke.
I was just about to give mine to Luke.
Me too.
Wait, I'm going to give this to Steven for slapping his wife.
That's not how it went.
What? I was...
You saw it. You
So
were
that
right here.
was so you take 13 points of damage and then you store 13 lightning. in
Yeah,
your
so
weapon, correct.
Yeah.
No, so I store an extra D6. Oh wait.
I think it
it's
just turns into like an
A
extra
D6. Yeah. But the key point is I take resistance on
have
it.
the damage. Yeah.
Good.
You don't have key points.
Zillock, will you make me a dexterity save?
Oh no, man! Really?
And
Sure.
you're going to have to concentration too for Hex.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, let me turn my light on.
Yeah.
What is my? Oh my god! I hate having to change between these. I mean, I'm pretty sure I failed.
Doesn't matter. Look.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I failed. I got a 14.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
You didn't get 20-something?
Hey, I just wanted to say I want to inspire Andrew because of all of. I'm really sorry that I'm having to sit next to you.
Are you sorry for him or for you?
14 damage.
Oh, that's it.
should
Hey,
roll
wow,
pretty
that's really
poorly
weirdly
on that.
consistent.
Yeah, I gave you back the 14.
Here you go.
No, I slap you.
Okay.
Beams. It was 3, and then it.
Cool.
Let me
And
roll.
these do get a little move though. Closer.
I think you're good.
I'm sorry about that little hand slap.
Okay.
Come back.
Blackfist, are you still grappled?
No. Yes.
I forgot about that, but that's fine. Okay.
I take automatic damage, or I'm
No, I
assuming.
just carried you.
No. You don't take off. You don't take auto damage. I think you can. Yeah, you can use your action to try to escape.
I'm not going to escape.
Staying right where you're at.
He's locked
I
in there.
forgot you were grappled. I'm gonna keep
It's my
that.
turn? Okay.
It's locked in there with Blackfist, not the other way around.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm going to
Here, I'll
actually...
just do that.
Just pull the.
Yeah.
Just doing the Pugsley from out of those two. Eat me.
hoping that it'll affect everything, I'm going to actually try to cast Bane on one of the tentacles.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So it's a DC 19 Charisma.
DC 19
I love
charisma.
Yeah.
Charisma.
It's actually
Charismatic tentacles, though.
What's that thing's chaw like?
it's actually pretty impressive chow.
Does it really? Do it?
What
yeah.
was that trying to be?
19.
Oh yeah, got it.
Krakens do have a nice chaw.
Very personable.
So,
Like long walks on the beach.
yeah,
Long walks
that's
on
pretty much it.
dominated
That was...
All right, yeah, you try, but it just can't carry farther. Which part of it you can almost feel yourself sending it through the tentacle,
yeah.
and it's almost impossible
network.
how long
Yeah.
the network goes.
That's cool.
Okay, Roderick.
Okay, I'm going to make 4 attacks if it doesn't die on the third one. And it's probably going to.
Okay,
So I'll just roll the first 3 first. God. 17, 16, and 30. So
Yep,
one.
30. Yep, 30, got it.
Nice.
So
That was pretty
18
good.
armor class.
18 armor class.
4, 9.
You're first.
9.
Yep, and then a key point.
You looked at him like, is it dead?
I applaud the hopefulness.
So I'll just spend a key point to attack it again. Oh my god.
Can you roll better?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
For this, I mean, you're pouring everything into it, but it's just strange. I mean, it's not like a humanoid body, and even dragons, like, their anatomy makes sense to you. So you're like, bleh. You know you're doing something, but just not as
Not a
much.
lot of weak points on the tentacle.
Not a lot
So
of
many
weak
weak
points on the
points.
tentacle. Okay. Zealot.
All right. First up, Skelly attack again. What? I hate this chair.
So you're
It's
laughing
like,
at.
I think all
I
those
think
hit,
how I
man.
was gonna go back and clip the fucking abuse, and then all of a sudden it's this chair.
She does.
20 damage from the Skellies.
20 damage from the skellies.
Yep. And then this guy's adjacent to me now, so I will have him make a wisdom save,
Okay.
please.
Failed. Well,
Sorry,
wait,
Jeff,
what was I
sorry,
trying to do?
Did I hate you? Not everyone.
20.
Did not make it, so, yeah.
All right. He will take 28 damage as the sound of dolorous bells fill the room.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Starting to look. You can see kind of giant pieces of flesh just falling off in chunks. It's definitely not looking great. It's definitely still fine, but you can all see that you're making a difference.
Cool.
You're really making a difference.
That's all we've ever wanted.
Just
I came to this
kill a
place to make
sacred
a
guardian of the good.
I'm gonna call my mother after this for sure.
Hey, Mom.
Really made a difference today. Told you I would.
Killed an angel, so that's cool.
Well, that's making it different.
Okay, yes. Camus, it is
right.
your turn.
So
Actually, I'm sorry. Your guys destroyed this one.
Oh, did they?
That's what
Nice.
I marked
Can I
out
see
here.
it? Can I see it?
Yeah.
Down to 9 tickles.
So they just kind of managed to continue hacking. So it just and it kind of rescinds.
Cool. You said the floor is kind of like water.
It looks like water. Basically you're like, it's almost like a teleportation circle where it's still solid, but it almost looks like it's only accessible.
It can interact with it
Yeah.
like it's water.
yeah.
And I think
Trying to eat the base.
separately, you would know, like when you, like with the network, it's almost just surrounding this entire kind of dome-shaped room.
So you see like a glimmer of gold in Camus's eyes, and he sort of looks over his shoulder and he sees that the generally fragile wizards are in the thick of things. So he sort of sighs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my action surge, and so with Arcane Charge I can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. I'm going to use my action surge before or after the additional... Oh, wait, no, I don't know if I can time it right.
Is that Eldritch Knight?
Yeah, that's the Eldritch Knight. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's before or after the... Oh, no, it's before or after the additional action. No, that works. Yep. So I'm going to use it before my additional action. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I'm just going to go here. And I'm going to use my additional action to cast Lightning Lure. Is this a creature technically? Like, I'm going to use it to cast on the tentacle here. So it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
DC is 17.
17. Absolutely made it.
Crud. All right. And you see him kind of go, damn it, all right. And then instead I will charge forward and I will use my action to swing 3 times.
Nice.
That is a 21.
Yes.
Okay, so this one has an additional 6 lightning damage, which actually it should have means. Well, I'm gonna on principle. Yeah, it did 1.
You empty it in, and it actually takes back 1 point of damage.
Yeah, so. You actually say me like, oh yeah, I'm kind of glad that it resisted that lightning. It takes 9 on the first one. Oh, what a jerk. 14. Rolled off the 17. Yeah, 14 again. All right, and he just sort of looks like, well, I'm here. I'm helping.
Thank God you came to that wizard's rest.
And I shuffle up next to the wizard like, don't worry.
That one is gone, though.
See?
Did you interpret his 14s as damage?
What's that?
Did you interpret his 14s?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Just making sure.
Yeah, I only hit it once. Was that enough?
Yeah, no.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, you got it.
I think I kept stabbing at air. That's the problem. Like, it was...
Kept swinging.
Your eyes closed.
Yeah, just...
All right, Mal / Lydia, the wife.
I'm so stupid. Okay,
I feel so bad using Ennis, too. It's
know.
like, it feels good for me, personally, but...
all right. I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast to the Kraken, who's also still hexed.
Yep.
First one,
Get him.
4. No. What's 4 plus 11?
15.
Okay, that
It's
doesn't
not
hit.
18. Oh my god.
Roll better.
Oh, got one.
You got it.
Okay, so that's a 6 and a 10, and then he'll take an additional 10.
Wow.
Wait, that's 14. Yeah,
Plus,
and then
plus
plus 10.
another 10?
Beautiful.
Okay.
Nice.
I just wanted to show you that I counted that in my head without even using the fingers.
Fuck yeah.
I'm just playing with you, Lydia.
Please show your work next time.
Yeah,
I didn't want to get slapped.
When you guys released the shirt of a hand slapping away another hand over some dice, can I get
slow motion and like the sound turns up like
Explosions in
can
the
I get the
background.
pre-release copy of that shirt? Like,
yeah.
We're gonna doctor the video after. And you're, give you a fake
change
bloody
the
nose.
speed of it.
Yeah.
Change the speed so it looks like really hard.
I know it would do that.
Yeah, right.
I remember feeling like so like, oh, I'm gonna try to count this.
There are a lot of dice there. Come on.
You could have done it.
I didn't say that.
It was just unlikely.
Okay. On its turn, you are grappled. I think you got you, my dude.
Yep.
So, first things fucking first. That is 25, but it was piercing, so is that 22? Do you have heavy armor, Master? Did I make that
No.
up? Oh, that's actually Romer. I got it.
That's Romer, yeah.
Alright, so that's 25. You are swallowed.
oh boy.
You are blinded and restrained.
So do we just see the tentacle? Like,
You
move to
yeah,
its
you
mouth.
see it kind of just move and almost throw Black Fist as the mouth just,
Mother.
It's a popcorn.
and you can see the like you can see the.
Nice.
I think we sort of share a look, and I'm just sort of like we're like, he'll be fine, right?
Of course.
You are floating. You can already feel the acid as you're just going down the gullet.
Because you're tripping balls.
Okay, all right. Y'all are buck wild. Not me, though.
No, not you. God, Lydia makes one joke.
So what condition do I have? I'm restrained
And blinded.
Okay.
This is. Okay, no, you are good for now though. So it is. You are there. It's your turn.
All right. Well, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this,
What
but
can
I'm
you
gonna.
do on your turn when you're
I can cast spell still.
Cast a spell?
Oh, you can't stab.
I'm restrained, so it'll be disadvantage. So
yeah, right.
I'm gonna make it rough for him to keep me in his mouth. I'm gonna cast Blade Barrier.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
So they just.
Just all up, yeah. So let me see. I don't know if it's centered on me or an area. I think it's creative.
Indigestion.
Shit, I don't know if I can do that. Because I still have to, like, pick a point, and I can't see.
There you go.
So that won't work. That's cool. That's awesome.
So stupid.
Oh, shit. I cast freedom of
That was a
movement.
good dad.
Oh, nice.
I cast freedom of movement on myself.
Sorry, how do you get out of there?
Oh, yeah.
And I like a clam. Just slide right out.
I'm gonna let you do it, man. I love it. So you cast freedom of movement and just start
He's just vibrating vigorously.
to get out this turn.
Like
Since you
athletics.
were swallowed. No, I'm not gonna make you do it. I'm gonna make you take a little bit of acid damage. That's the trade-off that we're gonna have
that's
there.
fair.
It just vigorously vibrates out.
You never done that?
All right, so you take 8 acid damage, but you immediately, a few seconds later, because you were still kind of going like
I hadn't gone down into the gizzard.
So you cast freedom of movement and manage, and as it's kind of still opening and looking at all of you, you just see Blackfist almost like a salmon, like a fish, just
leaping upriver.
he's doing the Ace Ventura 2 coming out of the rhine.
Oh, God.
No, but you fall, yeah, you're prone.
Grab one of the whiskers, so, as I come
And yeah,
sliding out.
I want
You manage to
strands.
you fall prone, but you are there, you're out.
Okay.
How pungent is the odor?
Oh, it's nasty.
Where'd my guy go?
You're right.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
Roller. Actually, I'm going to make 2 more attacks, though, because we did all that there, and more attacks should happen. And that's my prerogative that it's going to happen.
Yeah, fuck
You
it.
want to move the tentacle over?
One on you. Yeah,
There you go. I want to be close to you.
gotcha.
Me or him?
Oh, who? Yeah.
It's that tentacle on Tank.
Oh, you're doing that one.
Yeah.
What?
It's not too bad.
All right, so you take 19 damage, and you are now grappled.
So much freedom of movement I like to do.
And then, yes,
can't
one
be,
on you
I'm immune
now.
to being paralyzed or restrained.
Nice.
Actually, there's absolutely
Automatically
nothing you
escape from non-magical restraints.
You take 21 points of damage, but you are not grappled.
Movement.
I'm not?
No.
How come?
Can't be grappled.
Only
That says
do
wife.
one at a time. What?
You got mixed up because it says wife on hers.
You also know
Yeah.
difficult terrain.
There we go.
Did you say 21?
You do. You take 21 points
That's
of damage.
okay. I'm not mad.
Okay. Yes. Now,
I'm guessing I can't.
I'm going to let you use your action now. That would have happened slightly before your turn. You're going to use your action now to escape if you'd like to. You can try.
Wow.
Get it, son. Get it. That's much better.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, I need to roll con.
It's not looking good, y'all.
I rolled an 8. That makes it, right?
Well, what's your con mod? You took, as long as it's
Yep.
+2.
It is.
I'm pretty sure you're proficient now, so
All right, Zelok, it is your go.
All right.
Unless you got a bonus action, my dude.
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
I could teleport, I guess. Yeah, so I'm just gonna teleport. Whatever.
Yeah, you can get as far away.
And I've got an emergency. I'm sorry.
emergency.
Emergency. All right, Zelok, it's not looking good. I mean, the tentacles look like they're kind of heavy. It's a bit more prompt. Like they're missing as much as they're hitting. Because they're just kind of slamming down.
All right, he will turn to his undead cohorts and point to the next one and just charge it.
See, that's what I wanted. The tentacle moves.
20.
Damn it.
And I guess it takes up the space so he can get right to 30. This one's going to get there as well. The rest are just going to charge.
I hope the mics are really good.
It really was an emergency.
I'm not far behind it.
All right, rolling 2 skellies to hit.
Ooh!
Skelly crits are nothing to care.
Wait, but every crit matters.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's
7
right.
total damage on that.
But it looked really good
Looked
while it
really
yeah.
awesome. then I will cast a firebolt at that thing's beard. I'm trying to ignite its beard tentacles. Its beardicles. I will spend a boy.
Yeah.
Yep. I couldn't think what they were called, so I just defaulted to boy. I'll spend loving boys.
You didn't even say boys, you said boy.
That'd be 16 damage.
16 damage?
That's all I got.
Okay. It is not like. Will you, that farthest tentacle over there, will you have that fall? Yeah. Okay. Camus.
Yes.
It is your.
Alright, I look over my shoulder, I see the skeletons sort of rampaging on this tentacle, so I sort of nod, and then I'm going to charge forward at this one tentacle in front.
Whenever I see your skeletons, I keep thinking of like Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah.
All the undead swarming over.
Oh, yeah.
everything.
Yep.
And I'm just like twirling the rapier. Whoa, not like that. Oh, jeez. I mean, you know what? I'm going to spend the inspiration on it.
Was that an 11? Do you have a plus 11 to hit?
Oh, I do. Yeah, that's a
hits.
7. Oh, yeah. I'm so used to not being this high level of character.
There's no way that can hit.
That'll be, I can math. That'll be 12 on the first one.
Points of damage.
That I will spend my inspiration on to reroll. That'll hit.
Yeah.
And ooh, max. That is 15. And then the third one, that'll also hit because that's 21. And that is 13.
13. All right. With a lurch, they start to sink, all the tentacles, and then those heavy arms, it's kind of, as it falls and then kind of slides into this pool almost. And the room still has that almost kind of liquid factor to the dome and the walls, or maybe like linens that you can see through. And that's where we're going to take our break, everyone.
Nice.
Nice.
Because I also got a pee break. To the careful and discerning viewer, a note. There is a malevolence at the heart of every madness, and there is a madness at the heart of every mystery. So consider this an invitation to steel your hearts and explore another mystery from the master of the macabre, Edgar Allan Poe, with Castle Mac's second annual Dungeons & Dragons live stream from the Edgar Allan Poe Museum, with another installment from the mad genius Kelsey Dion and the dark books of the Arcane Library. You will find us on the 27th of April in the year of our Lord, 2019. But a word of warning, viewers. When you look into the abyss, I cannot be responsible for what darkness looks back at you. as the tentacles in the form of this celestial kraken fade, the doors behind you open, and Caecilius walked in with a helm next to him, and affixed to it is an amber mask. Well, good to see you all work together. This is our moment. We reversed the ritual from the cult of the dragon. Should trap Bahamut and his aspect here. There's no way to destroy him at the moment. But that's fine, because we'll use that power to fuel all of this. Now, each one of the sarcophagi will have a beam that holds Bahamut here and weakens him. Should one of them go down like chains, you will have to go back and make sure that it goes back up. Everybody understand what they need to do.
How will we make them go back up?
It's a simple turn. Zelak has made it. And it's almost like a gear.
Okay.
That'll just turn. You can use a reaction to do it.
Okay. Take a short rest. Well, he's
yeah. You can definitely take a short rest. Yeah, take a knee.
Take a knee for the.
Keep going.
We're taking a 15-minute lunch break.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you pull out.
We're definitely on board, my liege, but we are just taking our federally mandated.
Are there any orange slices? Maybe a Capri Sun somewhere.
I brought my lunch from home.
I forgot my lunch. Can I split with you? Come on, can I have those cookies?
I saw you singing too. Clock out.
Is this the final boss?
This is the final boss.
Well, I'm gonna spend my.
I'm just gonna take all my hit points back.
Can I check game FAQs for its weak points?
Alright, so before we rest, I will.
You could try, but you don't know which of these homebrew Bahamuts I'm using.
I'm gonna cast another false life on myself.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll be invisible again.
I had to do it too, I'm sorry. I wish I wasn't like this.
Really?
I wasn't talking to you. Andrew.
More than an hour have passed between that fight and what we're about to do? Okay, no. So my freedom movement will still be up.
We end all effects on short rest.
Oh yeah,
that's part
right.
of the,
yeah, I forgot.
That's part of the house rule.
Cool.
Otherwise, they become way too powerful.
No, you're right. I always forget about that.
What about like long-term stuff like mage armor? Does that go?
Mage armor stays.
Yeah, it's
tight.
Steven.
Was that me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How do I find something's channeling for anything?
What are you trying to summon something? Mm-hmm. Go to game rules. Monsters.
So for anybody wondering out there while that's happening, this is Bahamut, King of Dragons that they will face by Ninja Man on D&D.
Ninja Man.
Ninja Man.
Ninja Man.
Slightly modified, but essentially that is the template that I'm using.
Okay.
There's about 10 different ones on there that you could try.
Did you just pick the one with the best name?
No. I mean, it does look good.
You two roll 20-sider.
While that's happening, Caecilius also mentions,
Roll twice.
should you find yourself up to one of the Ember Guards.
That's what my hand understood. But definitely you.
Hey.
Should you find yourself next to the sarcophagus of an Amber God, they will help you and assist you, but understand that nothing's free. But the choice is yours.
I think before we start, I'll just
I serve one God.
Of course.
I'll just start back there with my skeletal retinue.
What does Death Ward do?
So if you are dealt a killing blow or death magic or drop to 0, it brings you back to 1.
Thanks.
As soon as the bad guy...
I mean, he's going to need it. So.
Never mind.
Okay, so this will be Caecilius here. He puts the helm on, lowers the mask, closes his eyes for a moment, and you hear the hum. And each one of these cables that go to these sarcophagi, you just see them crackling with energy as they lead into this giant circle that's raised, and it looks like lightning is starting to strike. Just you're blinded almost for a moment as it continues. Just the walls get thin, and everything feels like an earthquake, and almost looks like it's phasing or blinking in and out. You see a massive platinum dragon just. And it kind of continues to shrink, though. And before you.
Nice. It's re-platinum-y.
Far smaller than you expected, but still big. Just. There's almost an old man-like quality to it, though. Just the way, like, the whiskers kind of come down. The face is somehow kind, all at the same time. I do need everybody to make me a wisdom save immediately, though.
18.
Oh, okay.
Also an 18.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I'll spend mine.
17.
How's the 12 do?
Okay.
18.
Oh, good for all of you and your 18s.
I'm sorry, I actually got a 20.
You got a 20? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's what you needed. The rest of you fail. You are frightened.
Oh, shit.
As...
I might, yeah, since. Yeah, I'm gonna spend a key to reroll mine.
Okay. You planned. You knew it was going to happen for a moment, though. You still... the weight of what's happening. And, of course, you know, Bahamut is not some unknown god. And you can feel it. You passed? All right. But the three of you are frightened.
Okay. Damn, I was going to talk shit, and I can't.
That
actually fits in with what I think Camus was feeling. He was sort of like, right. I really shouldn't have stood this close.
Oh, God.
Right, I'm here for the money.
You can see the wings kind of spread out. But a kind voice comes out. Caecilius, why? Why have you brought me here? Like, so that you can pay. So that you can serve my ends. Like, those ends will never come to fruition. It's not too late. Every moment is another chance to turn it all around. That goes for all of you. Just leave this place now. Justice will come. You betrayed me. You left me. I did not. You left me, I'm afraid. It's like enough. All of you roll initiative, please.
Tight.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, nice. Initiative, buds. I think I still...
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Ooh,
Why is
I'm
it
afraid
so
that second
high?
one is Bahamut. The first one was Caecilius.
Jesus.
God, Caecilius sucks.
You right?
Oh, you're still doing pretty good.
What are you?
You just got boss.
Yeah.
Boss Bahamut.
Wow.
Okay. Where are we at? Camus.
13.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, 12. 12.
12?
I can't math. Math is hard.
Same, man.
20.
20.
Nice.
My +1.
I was gonna say, you have shit balls next to.
I want my die bucket. I don't trust any of these ones.
24.
Jeez.
Did he beat Bahamut?
No.
I think I might have.
+24.
Okay. Mal.
I got a 3.
A 3?
Yeah,
okay.
I said. Thanks for clarifying, though.
Well, for a second,
nice.
somehow I was like, did you get a 30?
No.
You did
No. Okay, and Zelok.
I got a 5.
All right.
I'll just bring up the rear. Fine.
Actually, that's me.
Behind you.
Ooh, sorry. I'll be the vanguard of the rear.
and say,
The rear point. Okay.
What was the other one? It was
tip.
the tip, the
Point.
point.
Because we had this dude we played with
My friend
where
was like, yeah,
I'll take point.
I'm like, okay, so you're front? No, second. Like, wait, but point means...
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, those are good times, fam. Those are good times.
Okay. Well, this is where you are.
Oh my god, can you be any louder?
I don't want to play with you.
There's only one way to teach her.
Actually, for Bahamut's first turn, it takes a dodge. Like, this is your last chance, everyone. Leave. But it takes a dodge action. I'll take it straight first.
Nice.
So, Aloric, it is you against God.
False god.
has it always been?
No, stand above him.
Are you a god?
So basically, we're just going to assume this is his...
He is going to just consider that he is actually that size.
Yeah. So it's circle, is the guy.
Not around us.
So you big boy.
And I can stun a god, right?
No.
Well, shut me down.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't hit hard. So,
You're definitely fine.
so I get 2 attacks in my action and a bonus action a third. I don't know. I didn't write something down. So okay. And remind me what dodge does again.
You have disadvantage to hit him.
Okay. Then I will take 2 attacks. 23 and a 32.
Jesus.
But you're hitting him with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Right, this is one attack, this is the other attack.
Right, but you just picked the higher of the 2 from that other attack.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're 22 and 20.
It's good effort.
22 and 20.
Can't even cheat around here. This is bullshit.
Both of those miss.
Okay, then I will.
Cool.
I will. Where is it? The thing. Patient defense to take the
There you
direction.
go. Yeah, that's smart.
So I am now dodging.
All right. So you hit platinum scales, and for a moment, like, because he's just shifting, just kind of, and it looks almost like chainmail the way it's moving. Just the face looking down at you is one of pity.
Oh, that's sweet. I missed him on purpose. I'm having a change of heart.
Can I have a change of heart if you want to? Okay. A frightened.
Do we get rolls at the end of our turn to get out?
It is at the end of your turn. Yeah, he already made his.
Oh, he did.
with
Oh,
his
that's right.
reaction.
Yeah, okay. So, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast a...
I'm going to give this to you for death saving me, or I forgot what it's called.
Death warding you.
That's what I said.
A 5th level spiritual weapon.
Okay.
I can freaking click on it. So, let's use the die. As a bonus action. And then
I have one if you want me to grab it.
Yeah, if you,
What kind? What kind of weapon?
I mean, whatever you have. Sword or axe, it doesn't really matter. Nope, misses.
Matters to your god.
And then I'm going to try to hit him with a cantrip, the Ghost Touch, or Chill Touch. 24.
That hits.
So this is necromantic. If he has resistance, I ignore it.
Okay, got it.
I don't know if he does or not. Thank you. So First blood. 9 damage.
How do you kill him?
891 to go.
All right, you just the shadow like kind of bites in and just as you start kind of pulling the life force.
Feel Null's influence, and then I'll try to get out.
Yeah, go for it. All right. You feel good, but also
I know what he is.
yeah, definitely not moving any closer.
I mean, I've got a 10 intelligence. I'm not stupid.
All right. Caecilius will move forward. He's gonna make a first attack. Hit. Second attack does not hit. Caecilius, so far that you guys have seen, has been fairly poised with just commanding. I mean, he's been getting everything. He looks frantic.
Yeah.
There's absolutely zero form to his attack. It's just dashing.
Savage. Yeah, nice.
Cool.
Holy smokes.
Did you add an extra die 8? Because he's
Yeah, because you can only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually, it is one more. You're right.
yeah.
What was that for?
3.
That was for essentially, as you see the first hit that goes, there's just a shadow and a crack. As you can just see Bahamut get smout.
Oh, a smelt.
He smouted him.
I got
Fallen
it.
Paladin. What do you think Esme thinks about that?
Listen,
Do you think it was like a smoke tutored him? Or?
it's not. Esme's mad, but she ain't here.
I have to fake laugh when he said something I do with you. Oh. Unfortunately, they're genuine.
Okay, and Camus.
Camus is legitimately terrified. He in it for the money, but it's sort of like at that moment where you realize you've bitten off more than you can chew. Like when Caecilius was, so yeah, we're going to take on a god, but it's okay, we've got all the stuff, right? He gave me the pitch, I was fully on board, and now I'm in the middle, I'm going, oh my god.
Yeah, we're going to trap it there, diminish a lot of its power.
What have I done?
So he's just like really frantically and nervously like doing the coin, like where you roll it up your hands, and then when he gets to the top, he just sort of like kisses it for good luck, like almost absent-mindedly as he's trembling, and then sort of flicks it away, and he starts backing up. Wait, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He's going to fling a firebolt at Bahamut.
Are they at disadvantage attacks when you're frightened?
I have to.
Yeah, they are.
I think he's like, it's like he's, as he's running, he's just like flinging one, right? I'll just roll mine twice. That's a 29.
That's a hit.
Oh, sorry, no, that's 27.
If that's your lowest.
Oh,
Yeah,
You got it. As you
double
just
18.
yeah, and that's like pure. It's not like he's not slipping into skill. That's pure terror guiding this firebolt,
yeah.
right? Tight. 19. Oh, and 1, so 20.
20.
So well, no, I don't use 10s as much.
That's fine.
All right. As fire kind of just crashes over some of the platinum scales, and smoke is still there.
Oh, and I get to roll to see if I save.
Yes.
14? No, it's I failed on an 18. So
Afraid.
I'm still very afraid.
Killing.
Ain't no killing.
Oh, yes. I'm looking at this. Zelok.
Alright, Zelok would be like, forward to these guys. 10, 20, 30. They'll dash to get in there. Can you help me out over there, fam?
Yeah.
And then he's going to put his hand on the amber and like make sure Caecilius is distracted and turn and be like, grant me your strength. I would serve you more faithfully than any champion ever has.
Okay. All right.
I assume you just want him like
Yep.
tight.
You get +2 to your intelligence spellcasting modifier as well as your maximum, but your armor class cannot be above a 12.
Well, guess that's that.
All right.
All of the mage armor that you have is channeled into your mind. And I mean,
Sweet.
you start to see just like the swirling of knowledge, ancient knowledge too, that you now have.
Cool. Is that a reaction to interact with it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I think as an action, he'll just fling a firebolt down range, being non-feared.
Isn't disadvantage because he dodged?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
You're right. I don't think that hits anyways. Well, that's...
Well, no, he's already gone.
Now with that higher...
Oh, no, he hasn't. He goes first.
I was a plus 12, so that was a 19. But I became a plus 13, so that's a 20. Does a 20 get him?
No.
All right, then I won't even roll my disadvantage roll.
All right. Well, Zelok, you have taken a dark gift. Mal. It is your go, facing down exactly what it looks like.
So I have my hex cast at a level 5 because I have to. So it lasts for 24 hours. So I will bonus action move the hex. But I'm frightened. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So what can I do when I'm frightened? I have to back away.
You don't have to back away.
You can't willingly move close.
Oh.
Yep, you can stay where you are.
Okay, but I don't hit with disadvantage.
You do attack with disadvantage.
Okay, but I'm already doing that anyways.
That's
So you'll continue to do it even after he stops dodging.
But you do get to save at the end of each of your turns.
Yeah. So I'll just try to do a,
Yeah.
the Eldritch Blast.
Blasting.
Okay, so here's the first one.
No.
Nope. Second. Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
That was very productive.
You move the hex, but you're just throwing Eldritch Blast, and they're hitting scales, or some of them are going above. Some of them kind of like hit into one of the wings and just.
I think she's probably just too scared to even line it up or I think she's like, nope, gonna stand here. I think.
This seems okay.
I think I'll just.
Right at the top of the turn, 2 go down. This one goes down, and got to roll that one. Will you guys put an orange bead as you see you can almost see the way, if you look, they almost look like spectral chains for a moment, but it almost looks just like an illusion. You can't quite make it out. But you hear one snap, and the one next to you hear the kind of hum of energy just.
Cool.
All right. It's go. Okay.
No, I can't drink it.
All right.
Got enough drinks over there?
I'm a very thirsty person.
Okay. I need you, and you
Me?
to all make Constitution saves, please. Actually, I'm sorry, no. Dexterity saves.
We had disadvantage on saves with fear? Can you check that real quick?
Yeah, actually.
Did you make your save?
I don't think you do. I was just looking at it.
Oh, I didn't roll for that. I did not pass my dex save, but here's
Ability
my
checks and attack rolls.
Okay, so not saves.
Not saves. So it's actually, it's dex save if I didn't say that.
You did.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend the key to reroll.
Oh boy.
No matter what.
I haven't rolled above a 3
I got a 3 also.
this entire round.
Guys, we're trying to take down a god. I need y'all to roll better.
Sorry. Do what I can.
I got an 18.
No.
Good for you.
So half for me, I guess, right?
No. Okay.
I think you're not a fail. You didn't.
Yeah. No. Everybody failed.
Hold on. How many people are near Caecilius?
Actually,
it's within 10. I don't think you're just out.
Actually, you didn't even need to make it. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I was looking at the wrong person.
Okay.
You didn't need to make it.
Good.
But, let me see, actually.
I don't think he's within 10, unfortunately.
30. Actually, I think it increases even further at level 20. Yeah, I actually think both of you are in. I'm going to say both of you are in anyway. So.
Well, I still didn't pass.
But he might have, though.
Yeah.
It gives a bonus to your charisma on all saves.
And
right?
his charisma is +7. So you have a +7 to that. What did you roll?
18, so 25.
18. Yeah, actually, you made it. You did not, though.
Love you.
All right. Here's the first set. So,
I love you too. I forgot.
so you see it almost through the scales. Almost looks like light going over shades. You see radiant energy just, and a beam comes out. This is the first bit.
And it's radiant?
It is radiant.
Are you resistant to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
So that is 20. And again.
Yeah, I was going to say, it can't be just that. It's a 2.
This is bad.
You literally dropped your
Does this hit my
character sheet on
skellies?
Yeah, oh yeah. I didn't even
They're
have
just
you.
gone.
I didn't even have you
I
roll.
think they're probably all gone.
All right.
You want to just sweep those over to me, Luke?
Yeah. What about like the 2 around the back? Are they good?
You take 71 points of damage, and half for you.
Wait, I take half too.
Do you reckon these 2?
Oh, because you're
far enough?
resistant? Okay, so
Oh, you're gonna all
so 35? Yeah, 35 because I got to go down.
Oh my
All right, so
gosh.
you each take 35 points of radiant damage.
Although that's a tough
Right?
concentration check.
Oh, yeah, because you got evasion. Yeah, so you see it coming, and I mean, there's a heat to it as well.
Made it.
That's actually what you needed to make.
Yup.
The 17.
As it just and wipes over. Actually, the skellies on this side didn't get hit. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
There was I think there was 4 of them over there, actually. So, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're cool.
It was just the ones in front. I marked it off where it wasn't going to hit.
It's fine.
So 4 of them the others were just incinerated in a moment.
Did they have that like flat, like the atom bomb sort of flash and then like the skeletons vaporize?
Yeah, the silhouette. Okay.
Camus's fear has not improved about the situation.
That is, and Caecilius, you see, taking him. You can see this almost armor of shadows, though, that it's piercing through, but he's almost trying to force the shadows out like a shield. And actually, since he just took damage, you see his sword that he has, and swing again.
Wait. He got like a retorter?
Got an answering sword.
Nice. Cool.
He's got an answer for the answer.
Allow me to retort.
It's not retorter, because retorter's for good boys.
Scather? Scather
I
was like
actually
a one,
think it's I forget which one's its name is though.
Euchre or something.
Answering swords are awesome.
Oh, and it actually that's a advantage. Whew, so much rolling for me today here.
How do you kill him, Caecilius?
So yeah, through it's just almost pushing shadows through until he jams the sword in as the light's fading away. And it sounds like an explosion. Where was I?
You were killing.
That was his retort.
Yeah.
That was his retort.
You have to Reloric intake.
Okay, you know immediately that this beam's down, and some of you can see that beam is down as well.
What is the requirement to turn it up? Is it?
It's a reaction. You just got to get there. You got to be within 5 feet of it.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, thank you guys for the raid. We're fighting Bahamut. A bunch of baddies are fighting Bahamut. With that, I'll give you guys an extra one of these.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Camus is the hero of his story, okay?
Yeah.
I will take 4 attacks then,
Sweet. Go for it, my dude.
and I will run all the way there. I'm guessing 22s are the only ones that have a chance.
Shit.
They do not hit.
So I got no hits.
Either 23 or 24.
I will run to this and do my thing.
Okay.
And I think as I was attacking him, I was looking at Caecilius to like see watching, and then I was too focused on impressing him, and I did a bad job.
He looks singularly focused.
Okay.
You were trying to hit, but I mean, his only thought was to push past the kind of concussive force of that breath weapon with the sword.
I think I tried to make my attacks too flashy to catch his attention, and so I missed.
Yeah.
Hey, look at me! Mom!
Mommy.
All right.
So I guess I...
Yep. Pull that off for me. Yes. Okay. Yes. Black Fist.
All right, so still feared, so disadvantage with the spiritual. No, misses. And then I will try hitting him with the ghost hand, or ghost touch. 21. Misses also.
One also misses, I'm afraid.
Give me one of those blue dice for my save.
Looking for a 20, my dude.
This is good.
21?
Yeah.
All right. With that, you
so
Ta-da!
I got it.
and it's gone.
Sleight of hand magic.
Nice.
It's magic, motherfucker. Illusions, Michael.
All right. With that, you focus. Ready to take down this false god. That chair gets me so weak.
Steven's chair.
There's been so many. That was not mine. There's been a lot of farty chairs over here.
Anything else, Black Fist?
Almost.
No.
Okay.
But I caught it.
Okay.
Impressed. But I caught it.
Just move me with your
sheets were knocking this character around.
I am not taking any of your shit, Andrew.
I know I feel every week.
I used to sit next to him.
Oh, that's right.
What a nightmare. For you.
All right. Again, to those of you looking at Caecilius, there is no form. He's just
Nice.
I mean, and smites are black shadow, and it looks like shards of amber themselves are just kind of blowing out and mixed with platinum scales.
Cool.
Okay. Camus.
I'm definitely like I imagine. Is it warm or cold in here?
I don't think that there's much of a discernible temperature.
I'm very noticeably sweating.
Yeah.
It's like, and he looked. I think I like saw this spectral chain sort of break, like in the other ones, and I sort of look at this one, and I move as far close to it as I can, and I sort of like I want to get right beside it so that I can do it. And he's just like, all right, I'm gonna firebolt the guy. And so. That will not be doing it though, because that's like a 15. No, sorry, I can't math. 16. So even with disadvantage, yeah, he misses wildly. And then he's just like, all right, come on, kissing the coins. No. I'm gonna spend one of my indomitables to try.
What's your save?
0.
You need to roll that.
I need to roll a nat 20. Oh, you little tease. So he's still just like...
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Ooh, I know what I'm gonna do.
Where are we at? Zelok.
All right, I will bonus action.
Oh, no, I'm not.
He'll be striding confidently. First reaction to what do you have to do it? Like
I mean, you worked it out. It's almost like a metal and amber. It looks like a cog, essentially.
he'll reach back and just knowing, and then confidently stride between them like a goalie. So he's ready to get to either one. Then he's going to attack and close his fist so his skeletons can attack. They're all terrible, so...
Oh, yes, got it.
This
With
is a
one.
23.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
It is a 23 now, everybody. We figured it out.
Math.
All right, so that would be 15 points of damage on the Bright Lord himself. And then I am going to pull his book forth and recount some words and stick his hand out, and a green bolt is going to shoot towards Bahamut, and I would like him to make me a dexterity saving throw, my dude.
Okay, you got it.
Do you want to make it with disadvantage?
God. Yeah, let's make it with disadvantage.
I didn't do shit.
What am I looking to beat?
21.
He's like, can he fail?
No, I made it.
Made it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was a level 8 disintegrate, so he'll take half this.
Level 8. Disintegrate.
Get to level 8, disintegrate.
I guess since he passed it to disintegrate pretty good.
I'm showing so much restraint
God,
to not
Andrew.
do it.
You can do it, homie.
No, I'm not going to.
60.
Are we allowed to give inspiration
70.
for really shitty puns?
Yeah, I do it all the time with
Drowning
him.
in
That's
it.
typically how I give him
90.
inspiration.
So that was 96 base damage. So that'll be 48 damage after halving.
Don't pronounce the L and
Halving?
awful.
It's halving.
It's not a halving.
I gotta dive. I gotta dive.
Oh my god,
Pardon
what are
me.
you doing?
I gotta get the mic thing.
You don't have to.
I do.
Oh, man.
It'll get messed up. Okay, got it.
If that isn't the thumbnail, I don't know.
I had
What's-
to dive.
You put your hands together, the shadows kind of grow like around you, and you can feel almost on your shoulder the shadow behind the amber as you, and I mean, it is just green and black energy, and it hits and just, and you can see Bahamut kind of close the wings almost to try to kind of shield it, but it's coming through just like, what?
Huh?
All right.
My turn?
Mal, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm gonna try an Eldritch Blast again at disadvantage. That's all I got.
Only need a 23, so.
I'm a plus 11. First. Nope.
4 to 1.
Are you kidding me?
If it was
You're
advantage,
retired. You're retired. You're retired. Number
Did he
2.
get you a dice jail?
Number 2.
Nope. Well, 1 and a 15.
What the actual fuck is happening?
You're rolling a disadvantage.
I mean, 2 nat 1s in there.
No, I didn't do it though.
Doesn't do it. You were damn close, though.
Make that
Did
save.
you add the +1 that he gave you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you wanna,
Yes. Thank you. May I?
Please.
Thank you. Fucking 2 1s. Here they come.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
You're still afraid.
Ooh!
Yeah, you
Ooh,
got
I
it.
did it. I did it.
Yeah, you got it.
Yes.
So you
I'm so sad.
kind of continue and you focus.
Yeah.
You cannot go back to the Feywild
I fucking
in
focus.
failure.
Nice job, Kobe.
Put your gun up.
So with that, you shake it off.
I have the voice of Mab Uptiana inside of me.
Mab Utiana does not accept failure.
She doesn't. Oh my god. I just had a great idea.
Okay. Is this something you want to do now?
No.
Or okay,
I'll
it's
share
not
it
even
with you
game
later.
related? Okay. All right.
I just thought I'd let you guys know that
Oh boy.
Wow, 4 beams go down.
my
boy.
idea
So
brain
here
is
the
working.
first beam. This one again. Second. Gotta reroll.
Good job.
This one.
Oh boy, no.
Fucking 6s on here.
Get him out of your system.
Just roll a d6 and have it now, because you'll.
Yeah, you're right.
Just halve it.
I can't wait to play a
That one,
howling
that
in my
one. Give me those 2. Those 2 over there as well.
It is so hot down here.
No, it's not. You're in a sweater and you're smashed between 2 handsome guys.
Handsome.
Well, she's not really between me and Luke.
Oh, my man. Hello.
I'm dying.
We didn't have Andrew here last time. I felt it.
Okay, well.
Like, I'm not going to help you with your sweater. But with you being an inch from me, it feels like I have to.
I can't help but touch you and I don't want to.
That's amazing.
Put it on the shirt.
Can't help but touch you.
Everybody here is going to get opportunity attacks.
Oh, yeah.
This comes this
Get him
way.
falling
I'm
towns.
Whoa.
You should be fine.
I'm very, very noticeably not okay with this.
2 skeletons got him.
But Caecilius hit it, right? Like, how does he take Bahamut down?
Bahamut seems to start wanting to move around and sees, just kind of makes a target with you. It starts gliding over.
As he's gliding, I'm like, oh shit. Like, gives him the coin.
He might be picking out the one who's most afraid.
Yeah, he picked right.
This enrages Caecilius. He's like, I will not be ignored!
Nice. Did you get my 7 damage from the skeleton?
Oh, no.
That's gonna make all the
I
difference, I think.
You really can't go wrong. Plinking away. Trust. Okay, and now I'm afraid it's going to make some attacks on you, my dude.
Yep. Not. What would you call that?
You don't know.
All
you know is when he rolls.
Does
it 13.
Does it beat a 20?
You don't know.
Does it beat?
Oh, you just want to see if he'll sell you.
No, because
Before you shield, you have to see the die roll on that.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't get to do anything
know what
else.
the adjustment is.
okay. I mean, I'm going to shield. I don't think it'll help, but I'm going to shield.
But there's other attacks.
There's other attacks here, right?
Yeah. Go ahead and shield.
I'm going to shield. And you know what? I'm so afraid that it would, like, there's he
you
wouldn't
do it
shoot anyway, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
coming in, I'm like, oh, God. But not this one.
A claw comes down and slashes at you.
Yep. Oh, God.
So, not pretty.
Yeah, right.
So, still 18.
Oh, hey, yeah, that's pretty all right.
Seems good.
It's the second attack.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is fine. That's not fine.
That's 33.
I feel it.
Thanks for visiting us, Luke.
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
With his last, what would be a bite, he puts his face down in front of you.
All right, so
Have you had enough?
I think I'm too terrified to even respond, right? Like, I'm just cowering in the shield, thinking about I'm definitely in that, like, liquid time where the fight or flight has kicked in, and right now I'm in flight. Like, I'm thinking, like, how do I get out of here? What's my play to leave?
And you're like, you got him!
Yeah, like I don't even hear anything. Like, I'm sure Caecilius is, like, screaming at me, like, hit him, kill him! Like,
Got this, my dude.
Just. That's Bahamut's turn.
Ooh, my heart's racing a little.
Good. Okay.
Why is math so hard?
I will.
What?
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
For crank.
Oh, you're flumped?
Flipping cranking.
Pretty sure a 60-foot teleport and 55 move will get me there. Anybody want me to count?
Go ahead and do it, man.
Positive it will. But feel free to count.
Yeah, I mean, the circle goes out.
Yeah, I'm
beyond that,
gonna say you can do it. So you teleport through the shadows and are just coming out running.
T-1000.
Just T-1000.
Head not moving at all.
Have you seen this dragon?
You've seen this god.
I did forget after I shadow step, I get advantage on my first melee attack.
Fuck yeah.
So I'm
Gonna go ahead and remember that right now.
29.
Absolutely.
Hey, who got a hit? I did.
Congratulations.
No, I didn't give you time to guess. Sorry. 9.
No, he's still alive.
How do you? Oh, tough guy. And I will just take 3 more attacks. No, I'm gonna be a scaredy boy. I'm gonna take 1 more attack. Wait, no, I already used my bonus action, so I only have 1 more attack.
Used your reaction to spend that.
But my bonus action to teleport.
Oh, right.
31
I don't know shit about monks.
Yes.
for 8.
Monk.
Yeah, a monk, the way that it's...
A monk. A monk.
A monk.
With that coming out of the shadows, this time you're able to, you see where some of the scales, after all of these hits, have kind of chipped away, and you just start kind of and ripping scales off and trying to hit the flesh that's underneath. Okay.
Just for the sake of planning my next turn.
Sure.
When it comes around.
If it comes
I'm trying to decide if it makes sense. If I can shadow step away and don't take any opportunity attacks.
So teleport, yeah.
Because that just seems like a weird combination with the thing that lets me disengage for a bonus action and a key.
Yeah, but that's all monks can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shadow step would also let you teleport over terrain and stuff.
I forgot.
And you need dim light for it, so it is conditional.
Right.
Cool. Just making sure I wasn't missing something. For once.
Black Fist, yes, it is your turn.
15, 20. Reaction.
In my head, I bet it's like that.
You hear a whisper, like, abandon all. Join us.
Never. I point to him. Release him. And I dispel magic
Oh, yeah?
on him. So, I mean, I don't know what I would roll. It says effects also.
What are you dispelling?
The fear.
Oh.
I think it would roll against what effectively is a fear spell.
But I think it says any spell. I don't think his fear is a spell.
Is it an ability?
Creature or magical effect.
Yeah.
It says one creature, object, or magical effect within range.
Is fear a magical effect?
Yeah.
I guess.
I would say so, yeah.
It's up to you.
For now,
Tell me yes or no. I'll still have to roll because it's considered 4th level spell.
Yeah.
Don't. Okay, then just do it. Yeah, do it that way. Let's roll. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
Yeah, you're so empowered. You look at him and the fear is gone. You absolutely feel, I mean, this offer you may have thought of for a few seconds. No. Take it or leave it if you want, but
I think deep down, he thought about the gold. I can do this.
That's it for
yeah. The echoes of like just wheelbarrows full of gold going, you're like, I'm not afraid. Nice.
Thank you, my
It doesn't cancel magical effects. You can target a magical effect that is the result of a spell. Like if someone were to summon like a Mordenkainen's Hound, you can counter that because the target is the magical effect. But Jeremy Crawford clarified it cancels spells.
Specifically spells.
Because people are saying, like, can it cancel a druid's wild magic shape? Because that's a magic ability.
I mean, I could. That I would agree with.
I'm going to let it stand for now because I like the fact that you're not frightened right now. But I'm glad that we handled that.
That's good.
But I'm gonna leave it for now.
Someone asked about Arcane Ward. He says, in spells, Arcane Ward is not a spell. Like, he goes on to say that.
Right.
Anyways, for the future.
Oh, okay. Caecilius is...
So he might actually still be in the range. Changes his effect.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say he's in rage because I can.
Fuck it.
Because he is.
Fuck it. Right?
All right. Well, Caecilius is rolling 2 attacks.
Can't
Actually,
get away from you.
Feel you.
Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second here.
Apology.
Anything else that does that?
Oh yeah. Actually, he still gets it on 1.
Was that your leg?
He's a powerful boy.
He's a powerful boy. Again, just a primal scream as the sword just pulls away platinum scales with shadow. Okay, it is now your go.
All right. So because the big boy Bahamut is like bigger because he was like the whole circle, right? So he's bigger than the model.
Yeah.
Would he still be? I'd still be engaged with him if I was here, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I am going to. So I'm not leaving engagement. So I'm going to step to there and use my reaction to sort of just like quickly just sort of like I think what he's doing too is I'm running back still looking afraid, like I'm still sweating and kind of post terrified, right? Like the heart is pumping, and I sort of stop and lean against the wall, and I think Bahamut is sort of looking at me with like imploring eyes, like yeah, I got this guy, and then just crank.
You. And you can almost see the weight back on Bahamut.
And then what I do is I have like a coin in my hand, and I sort of like throw it, and it sort of like turns to like dust basically, and I sort of just come up to the big guy, and I'm just attacking him, but flavor-wise, I'm summoning my sword like into my hand, like as I'm pressed up against him, so it'll just sort of materialize inside.
I'll give you advantage, man. I appreciate this flourish. You go ahead and on that first one, you take advantage on it.
All right, that's 22. Oh man, I need one more. Come on. Nah, it's okay. It's the flourish is what it's about.
You try. I mean, you have it dead on, but it's just essentially the angle of the scales.
Oh yeah,
just can't quite.
I'm like, all right, he's tough, and I'm gonna keep swinging. No, that's 20, and then the third one. That is a 21, but I'm gonna use my action surge. I'm gonna attack again. Oh, Jesus, just come on. Just, you know what?
Right next to you.
Right.
A shadow almost presses itself up against your armor. It's like, allow me to help you. I was a warrior once.
I think, I think one of his huge things is, he's greedy, but he's also like, I have no idea what this is going to cost me, right? And I think right now he's like, yeah, we got this in hand.
We got it. We're good.
Yeah. So, I'm not refusing.
You're just like, yeah, maybe. But
I'm thinking about it. All right, so I got two more. 22. Can I roll above an 11? The answer is no. It's 6 rolls, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my arcane charge to teleport to an unoccupied space. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
What was suggesting earlier about how people should roll is better, right?
Yeah. Do as I say, not as I do.
Zelak.
All right. I think he's going to stride confidently over towards this. As he does, he's going to dismiss his hand, and those skeletons are just going to collapse on the ground.
Okay.
As he's walking, he's going to coolly put his hands together and spread his hands like that as 7 stars appear floating over his head. Reaction, he will just... And then as a bonus action, he's going to fling one of the stars from around his head at Bahamut.
Bahamut?
Bahamus.
Bahamut.
Thank you.
He's the Bahamut.
That sounds like some sort of meal at Taco Bell.
Come on in for the Bahamut.
Let the gods out.
Oh no. Oh gosh. Okay, I got 6 stars left. That will be 20 damage from that, so I believe it is force damage. I could look again.
You're good.
And then he has 2 feet of movement left. I think he's looking confident as hell, too. Just shoots the star at him, dismisses his skeletons with a snarl. That's it for me.
I love it.
Me too.
Mal, it is your go.
Okay, listen. Mal's gonna do an Eldritch Blast.
All right. Do it
Are
up.
you ready?
I'm ready.
To make that
no more
wild
disadvantage.
decision. Okay,
You
first
got it
one.
regular.
No, second one. No.
Can y'all start helping?
Hey, I got a chain back on the guy.
Third one. This is it. This is the one.
You can do it.
Yeah!
Woo! Did it.
It only took 9 die rolls.
Really did too. More than that even. Okay. Oh my god!
got a D6 on there too.
Add a
Yeah, don't forget it. That could be a 1 as well.
Another one.
It could be another one.
Probably a 2.
Oh!
5.
So what's the total there?
Okay, so 15, 16.
16.
Yeah.
All right. Whew. I mean, 1 hit at 16 is pretty good.
Shut up.
It's 1% of the way to
I mean, at least you hit.
I did nothing. Thank you. But yes, thank you.
Okay.
Fucking over this game.
Anything else?
I know, I
Just one.
can barely flip my left.
Also, they were
That one? That one over
Mother.
there.
I'm not going back for it.
It's okay.
You can
Your speedy boy over there's got it.
exactly.
What is it? Is this anything or?
Oh, sorry, that was my reminder that I'm dodging like 12 turns ago.
Consider yourself reminded.
As long as you remembered.
Now I remember that a long time ago.
No. Why you keep turning this way, man?
Okay.
Is he turning to apologize?
Invite you for dinner.
I would.
All right. First one here is on Caecilius. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna go ahead and use that dice next.
No.
That's what I want to mind, my dude.
I'll be right. I'll trust. You can't reject your dice like that. It's
I
a
reject
permanent.
mine
Yeah,
all the time.
I'm the same way.
No.
Here's
refuse
one,
to
a
pick up
claw on
dice.
you.
I buy new dice like it's my job.
Yeah.
Come on, who?
You're not going to ask me my armor.
Pointless.
Cutest joke of the night.
32, but go ahead.
I take 20 damage,
You're fine.
Yeah, okay.
and then it tries to bite Caecilius, and it does.
Good choice. More like dice, at least.
Oh my god.
Like, if you encourage him, though, by laughing, he just
I'm only
keeps
doing this
going.
because Luke laughs.
I know.
I've been trying to impress him since I got here.
Your first one did not impress him at all.
You just grown on me though.
You walked in the door with the joke you've been thinking of all day.
Alright, stay on target.
Holy shit, that bite is terrible.
Caecilius dead?
No, but one claw and claws, and then bites down onto Caecilius, and just you can almost hear the armor being rent. Let me see if
I want to see Caecilius go down so I can bring him back up.
I was just thinking it'd be funny if we turned on him.
End of the adventure.
Also beneficial.
We're
for
all just
usual
Bahamut
fair,
worshippers
yes.
from now on.
if you want to make that choice, I will not narratively stop you if you make that choice. Let me say that right now. But it is up to you.
And then these two turn on us.
Yeah.
I ain't
We've
about
got-
that. I'm more like upper middle management.
No.
Right?
We've got children, though.
Yeah.
As Caecilius is still in the mouth of Bahamut, you just see, again, the shadowy kind of explosion, and the sword stick out part of Bahamut's mouth, and he rips it down. As he answered. All right, it is your go, my dude.
Okay.
Do it.
I'll take my 2 attacks. There is one. Okay.
You can get to it.
Yeah. A 25 is the only one that got him. For 12. And then I will just teleport and run to this.
Yep.
I like how everyone that comes, just, I don't know why we befriend the type of people that just, like, make the
Make
sound
noises?
effects for things.
Oh, you got it.
Like-
You got
Like,
it.
anyone that comes over that's like, I turn the knob, they're like, turn it.
No.
That's because we have imaginative
30,
friends.
30,
I'm going to give this
50.
Wow.
from Erisavad, plus a lot of people have been jumping in here,
hey.
so
What's up?
I'm going to decide to do that on my own. She said to
Nice.
protect Lydia.
Yeah.
God, you got
Protect the mics.
Was that yours?
Drop some bits to protect the mic.
Thank you.
Can't keep the damn mics mounted.
Well, I'm still fine.
I'm sorry. And you took those hits, and then you went back and you stopped. You restarted the thing. That's what you did?
Yeah, he had this much move to
And
get
I had
back.
some movement left, so I was like,
Monks.
Good job.
I know.
Tasty.
All right, Black Fist.
All right.
Yeah, meanwhile, you're smoking. You're watching him doing laps.
So I still have an action left, so I'll just try to hit him with
I can't reach it.
chill touch.
You got it.
Everything else is going to be it.
Oh, all right.
Nice.
Roll it
Spicy.
up.
Pain in the ass.
You're feeling, by just denying the powerful gift that Null is channeled through you. Yet another test.
Double hanger.
We need it.
35 damage. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to stand.
Okay. You get as you multiple shadowy dragon heads just kind of start taking bits of, and you can see platinum scales. They sound like falling coins.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Okay. Caecilius is going to make his 2 attacks. And
Yes.
that is a mess, that one there, but 1 hit. So he got him. I had my dice organized at one point.
Ring song.
I'm just listening to Maisie snoring.
I can hear. Just stuck in my head.
Wow. Okay. I'm also glad I can test out what the smites look like now.
Should be fine.
well,
Yeah.
there's something. What?
Did you paint this?
As,
What color is
again,
that called?
Caecilius' now helmet has fallen off even with that mask as he just...
Does the B ward, does he look bad at all?
Yeah.
He does? Okay.
He does. I mean, he's definitely looking hurt. You see there's scales, there's large cuts, and it looks like some of the shadowy energy is just... It's almost sticking in between, almost like a thick like slime in some ways.
Is this is Bahamut? This is not like an avatar.
This is Bahamut, yeah, pretty much. You would know it's trapping an aspect, like it's essentially cutting Bahamut off from the heavens,
Right.
and his followers, in fact.
Oh man.
It's confining him to the mortal plane.
It is confining him to the material plane
Lydia,
within
as
this
a person,
place.
doesn't feel good about this. I'm having a hard time.
You
Bad
asked.
people.
I'm enjoying.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Let me get evil again.
Get evil again. All right, Camus.
I take I'm definitely bleeding slightly, so I take a moment to sort of like wipe the mouth, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to second wind for 19 back. It's just
Damn.
because it's so good. I'm gonna work out that math later on. And then he sort of twirls his rapier around and then just charges forward again. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then he's just gonna come in swinging. 20. We'll get there, fam.
I believe.
Oh my god.
8 misses. Keep it coming.
And one more. 9 in a row. But I'm like, I'll get there in the end.
You're just dialing it in. You're like, okay, not here. Not here.
Looking down at the ground like, oh, so many scales. The going price of Adam Dragon scales.
Just gonna pick that one up and that one up. That's the problem. I'm trying to pry them loose.
You're like, don't want to damage them.
Think about the retail.
They get more on eBay.
Zealot.
All right, first things first, he'll sling one of the stars orbiting his head. That is a 27. All right, for 13, 22, for 30 damage. And then I would like my dude to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and spin this up. Let's make that a disadvantage for my dude.
That one was actually mine.
Oh, was it? You're right. It was yours. I'm sorry. You can have the next one.
Okay.
I'm afraid it still made it, my dude.
All right. Well, that's okay, because he's still going to take...
Another disintegrate.
Yep.
Where is this from?
level,
This
though.
is so nice.
Amazon.
Yeah, do you guys have Amazon?
Yeah, it's really awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm giving another one because
20.
Castle Mac Raven, wife, like written on the back of here. Drop some more bit.
Oh, thanks, Raven.
Thanks, Raven.
That one's mine.
All right. 70 damage. Halved to 35. Halved. Yeah. Halve it.
I wouldn't want you to misunderstand.
When we're doing the after action report, our contributions were equal.
Yeah. And then I was hitting it, he was hitting it.
We all did a little bit. We got the chains on it together.
Yeah. I mean, how can you quantify that?
It's very easy, actually. That's 19 times.
And he'll step back a little bit, too.
Bahamut seems to be getting weak. One wing kind of goes down as it's just... I mean, it's just being... The disintegrations have kind of cut through.
Sweet. He's got Halva's wings.
It's got...
Oh my god.
Get out.
Yeah, leave.
Get out.
Okay, don't make bad jokes when we're trying to play.
Who would do that?
Oh, right. 4 go down.
Holy shit.
Boy.
Yeah, some work cut out for you.
That one.
2.
So reroll. Yeah, do the reverse.
Do the halves.
Yeah. That would still be... Oh, fuck it. All 4 of these. I'm not even...
All right.
All 4 of those.
Turn, right? For me.
Looks like it.
Well, because you have to spend a reaction to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but he can get at least one of those.
At the same time, there seems to be a burst of kind of radiant energy and 4 of those kind of spectral chains just...
I gotta do the math.
As it tries to kind of raise
You
up.
skipped my turn, I think.
Oh my god, I did. Yeah. Okay.
You son of a bitch.
I did.
Let me do it.
I did. I got confused when I was joking about...
I love Jody. I do love Jody. Can I get advantage? I'm just kidding.
Insulting my mother?
Jody would give me advantage.
She would. She would give everybody here advantage
She would.
all the time.
She's such a wonderful woman. Okay, here we go. First one.
Yes.
Eldritch Blast. First
Go
one.
for it.
That's a hit.
That is a hit.
So 1 hit.
I'm glad
That's a
someone's hitting.
critical hit. Okay, so 2. And that's
Yeah, but they're critical.
right. So here, let me roll the non-critical first. So that's a 7 plus a 6.
18.
Which is an 18.
Gotcha. I'll whisper it to you so you can be like, real quick.
Don't slap me.
I'll slap your hand if it makes you feel better.
Don't slap me this time. Okay, so it's 4.
No, it's just 2.
2d10, 2d6.
You got 1 crit.
Oh, yeah.
Give me your dice.
Someone slap her hand for me.
I'm gonna roll them. Steve counts them.
Okay.
Now I'm just so nervous.
I thought he's laughing.
Ooh.
Wait.
6.
That'll be 26.
26.
Did you add it on my 5s?
Yes, I did.
Did you double them?
You don't double.
You don't double the bonus. Just the dice.
What about the
5 from your
charismas?
ability?
He added.
I didn't do the 5 from your source, your warlock ability thing. So that'd be another
Hex.
5.
Yeah.
Maddening Hex.
I'll tell you what happens from here.
Okay. I'll stop talking.
You continue to throw Eldritch Blast in. You have now all kind of converged and continue walking forward with cantrips. Both of you. You start after enough scales have fallen to make some purchase.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
After it's dead.
Look, I was really vital.
All right.
Caecilius is continuing. I mean, you can see, for those of you in the arcane, you can almost see the, just expenditure of magic as it's almost just exploding off of him with every blow. But all of you see Bahamut look up. And it looks like in one of the corners of the dome, you see what looks like a female figure who's pretty beat up in golden armor. And Bahamut closes his eyes, and he starts to shrink to humanoid size and just be an old man. And anybody looking will see that she turns into a yellow canary and just starts flying off. Bahamut, as an old, beaten man, burned, cut, Caecilius unceremoniously grabs him by just the neck and starts dragging him. Hooks him into the shackles. Puts the mask back on. Each one of you turn those gears on one of the sarcophagus. And just energy is sucked out, and you can see Bahamut just... and the gears that you saw walking in start moving. As you all ascend the stairs, you see giant kind of blades, like spherical blades, and different just start, and you start moving through the ground. And with that, the war has begun. Thank you all for trapping Bahamut in your evil castle.
So I moved here.
Luke did the most.
I look forward to my quarterly bonus.
Can I get paid now?
What KPIs did you achieve this quarter? Well, we've chained up.
We will be, when we come back, we'll be on the final stretch of the Amber Saga and the Chronicles of Peril. So we probably got just a couple more left.
Do you want to let folks know what we're doing next on Tuesday nights?
Do you think we should? Yeah.
I think we should.
After we wrap up, essentially, the Amber Saga, we're going to take a couple weeks for a little break, maybe do some more Cthulhu or something. But we will be doing Ghost of Saltmarsh the day it launches on May 21st. That day, we will start playing. We've already got some characters about ready to go. We've got giant ship models that are ready to be used. I mean, not the big one yet. That's
we got to work our way up there.
But yes, so please join us May 21st for the Ghost of Saltmarsh. But don't miss the last bit of this, too. We'll have special guest Waylon joining for some of these, too.
Yeah, I got to. Sweet baby Waylon.
And next
Sunday.
Oh, and Sunday we're starting Storm King's Thunder. So we're pretty excited. The characters are new. They're complex. Steven has worked incredibly hard to craft a story. It's going to be good.
I'm an elephant.
She's an elephant. I'm a goblin.
Yeah. I'm so...
Have you worked out your elephant person voice yet?
Is there such a thing? Andrew's done it for me.
I was gonna make a really loud noise, but
Yes, that's how I will speak through the entire campaign.
Okay.
I look forward to it. I'll definitely do it.
Yeah, don't miss it. I mean, kicking off Storm Kings, this should also wrap up pretty much a lot of the threads of the Maggotten realm so far.
Yeah.
After that, the board's kind of cleared. So
get into a nice universe reset.
I cannot wait.
Luke, thanks for joining us. Do you want to tell people where they can find you on the interwebs?
Oh, sure. So
first of all, just at
safe
Legion,
ones.
they can find you.
Oh, yeah.
my home address.
Yeah, sorry, this is where I live. This is where all the photo shoots are found. No, so we have a YouTube channel called, so it's MOTF, which is like Master of the Force, Master of the Fleet. So if you're into wargaming at all, particularly like Fantasy Flight, we do a lot of like Legion and Armada, and I'm really god-awful at X-Wing, so I'm trying to get better at that. And then we actually are probably going to start doing something soon in that space. We're going to deploy the garrison. But yeah, so if you're into wargaming at all, check us out there. We're on YouTube and Discord, and yeah, it's all good. But I'm very happy to be here for some D&D.
Yeah.
I love me some D&D. So
Good times.
If that wasn't clear from my flourishing and my disgust at missing 9 times.
You were fine.
Nice. But thank you guys for having me. This is such a tight
We're
setup.
stoked to have you back, man.
Yeah, I know.
Chicken and dog feet. All right, should we launch a raid?
All right, we're launching a raid. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
See everybody Sunday, then Tuesday. We'll be back. Oh, and Friday, Star Trek.
Star
Oh my
Trek.
God, so many things coming up. So many awesome things. We'll see you next time.
Yeah,
Bye.
Star Wars track.
So Bahamut turned into an old man.